Check out my shirt. Hey everyone, it's Diabetic Danica. Welcome back to my channel. If my voice sounds a little bit weird, I am just getting over a cold, so I have some congestion going on, some throat stuff going on, but please ignore that. Today I'm going to talk about something that I've been using, oh gosh, for a while now. I want to say for probably almost a year at this point, and that is the mySugr bundle. If you've seen this little monster here, that's the mySugr symbol. If you haven't noticed already, this video is sponsored by mySugr. So they sent me a mySugr bundle to try out and they're sponsoring this video. So basically I knew about mySugr as an app, like a standalone app by itself, but they came out with something called a bundle where you basically get a shipment in the mail, kind of like one of those fun subscription boxes, and it has a meter, and it has test strips, and it has a poker and needles, lancing device and lancets, and the whole setup for blood glucose monitoring. And I think my favorite part of this is that your meter links with the mySugr app on your phone, and through that they're able to monitor how many test strips that you're using, and it's actually unlimited. So once they see, okay, she's getting a little bit low on her test strips, I see that she's checked this many times, they'll automatically ship you more test strips at no cost to you. So that's definitely my favorite part because it's really, really hard for me sometimes to remember to order more test strips, to keep track of how many I have left, how much time I have to go to the pharmacy and get more. All that kind of stuff can be hard to manage, especially when I have pump supplies, Dexcom supplies, insulin, all that stuff to worry about. It's nice that I just know that my strips are going to come when I need them. And the meter they send you is the Accu-Chek guide. So this is the meter that I've been using for a while now. So let me talk a little bit about the meter, just because I really, really like it. I've used a few different meters in my day. I've used One Touch mostly, I guess. Actually, all One Touch for the most part. Anything from One Touch Ultra to One Touch Ultra 2, One Touch Vario, One Touch Mini. Wow, it's just occurring to me that I've really only used One Touch consistently. I've had little meters sent to me that I've just tried for a short time, but I want to say that this is my favorite meter so far, which feels like a really bold thing to say, but I'm pretty sure that's true. I'm trying to think if I liked any of them more. I don't think so. Honestly, the biggest thing I look for in a meter these days is a light in the test strip port. I know it sounds minor, but when I have to check my blood sugar in the middle of the night, it's really nice to not have to get up and turn the light on, or get my phone out, turn on the flashlight, try to hold my phone, and poke my finger, and squeeze it, and apply the blood all at once. I just don't have enough hands for it. So I love that the light here lights up the test strip at night, so it's easy to check my blood sugar. That's one of my favorite parts. Another thing I love, which also sounds really minor, is the way the test strips come. This is the first time I've ever seen test strips look like this. See how they're all lined up like that? Always, every time I've ever used a test strip, they're in a bottle and they're just loosely in there. And recently, well, semi-recently, the test strips that I used with the One Touch Vario, the amount in each bottle got to be more, and so it's actually harder at first to get the test strips out because there's only so much room. But I love that these are all lined up in a row. They don't fall out. See that? Which is crazy because usually, you know, if you drop your test strip bottle over it, they all spill everywhere. I love that they don't fall out. They're all lined up in a row. You can just pull out the next one. And yeah, I just think it's really smart how they're in here. The one thing you miss though is it doesn't make that cool sound as much when you shake it back and forth. But yeah, I just love the way the test strips are set up. Another thing I love is the poker. So it comes with the Accu-Chek Fastclix. And this poker is the first time I've ever had a barrel of lancets, meaning that it has multiple lancets in one. So let me show you one of them. It comes with one of these, which I'm realizing kind of looks like a shell, like for a gun. But it's not. It's for your lancing device. So one of those has, I think it's 6 needles in it. So to change your needle, you just move this white piece to the side and then back, and it'll change your needle. And of course, just like every poker, it has depth settings and all of that, but I love that it has multiple needles in one. I also love that it's not a 2-step process to poke your finger. So most lancing devices, actually every lancing device I've ever used, you have to pull back to load the device and then push the button to deploy it. But this one, you literally can just push the button to deploy it. And you can do it as many times as you want, and it doesn't actually change the needle until you ask it to. So I love that. It's just one less thing I have to do. It's a quick one button push. I also kind of like that at the bottom, the place where the needle comes out is not right in the center. I feel like this helps me with rotation on my finger. Hopefully you can kind of see that, but it's not right in the center, so you can feel, because there is a ridge there, you can feel where you're gonna poke, but I feel like it does help me kind of rotate within my finger and not always poke the same spot over and over again. So I have been so pleased with the meter and the strips and the lancing device. I know it sounds probably like I'm just hyping it up, but I really do feel this way. I'm an honest person. This is truly how I feel. I'm really like this meter. I know to some people, whenever I'm really passionate about something, they always say there's no way she likes it this much. She must just be hyping it up for the company. That's not the case. I promise I really do like the features of this meter. I guess the one thing I don't like about this meter is that it does take batteries instead of being charged. My One Touch Vario I could charge like I do my phone, like in a wall, but this one takes batteries, so that's one downfall I don't like, but otherwise I'm such a big fan of this meter. So that is the meter you get when you start off with the mySugr bundle, and then you also get the app. Well, the app's free, but you can go into the app and link it to your meter, so let me show you what the app looks like. So if you guys have been following me, you know that I use the Dexcom G6, and so I'm not checking my blood sugar as much as I used to. However, I do still check my blood sugar before bed, sometimes in the morning, just depending, and then if ever my symptoms don't match my reading, or let's say a sensor fails or something like that. So I don't have as many blood sugars in here as someone would who is not on a Dexcom G6. So before I had the G6 and I was still using this, I had a lot more readings and it was kind of all mapped out for me, and it estimated my A1C and everything like that. Right now mine's pretty empty, but this is what the app looks like. At the top there would be a graph of all your blood sugars and estimated A1C. It's cool because it also overlaid my Dexcom data and my walking data. So it had a graph with my blood sugar points, my CGM data, and little bar graphs of how much I walked, which I loved. It gives you your average, of course, your standard deviation. You can also input carbs, boluses, activity. You can chart it all in here instead of having to write in a logbook, basically. And it's all color coded, which is nice. So green is perfect. Yellow is like a little on the high side, but really not crazy, I feel like. And the orangey red is high. I guess orangey red is also low. Anyway, they color code it, which is nice. And it's so cute because there's the little monster, you know, icon in the middle, and when you touch him, you're like tickling him and he'll laugh. It's kind of different each time. It's so cute. And you're trying to feed the monster, I think is what they call it, so you're like giving him more and more blood sugars, and that makes him happy. So honestly, my favorite part of the app would be that the blood sugars automatically feed into the app. If it was me having to input them, I don't think I would be diligent enough to do it. I think it's hard for me to do extra steps that I don't see maybe right away as being completely necessary, even though they are really helpful. Obviously, logging your blood sugars is a really helpful tool, so you can see patterns and things like that, and so that you can show your doctor, but for me, the extra step of having to go from my meter to my phone and log it, I don't see myself doing that. So I love that the meter automatically sends it to the app without me having to prompt it at all. You can also export reports so that when you go to your doctor, they can receive an email basically of all your data combined, so they can evaluate your blood sugars and make changes for you. And if you get the mySugr bundle, you get access to a certified diabetes educator coach right at your fingertips, so you can message them questions, message them asking to look at your blood sugars, and they have access to your logbook, and they can really help you out along the way, and that's included in the bundle. So mySugr's whole mission is to make diabetes suck less, which I think is so funny. But they're just trying to make it easier for diabetics out there. Scott Johnson is the main dude, I feel like, over at mySugr, at least in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. He's just what I've been contacting. And he is a type 1 diabetic himself, so it's really awesome to have a company kind of run by diabetics. Okay, so you're probably wondering, that sounds great, Danica, what about the details? So let's go over some details. The mySugr bundle is $49 a month. So of course that includes the whole starter pack, so you get your meter, your test strips, your poker, all sent to your door, and then that's unlimited test strips. So you don't have to feel limited anymore on how much you can test because it's not through insurance. So you don't have to worry about, oh, insurance will only cover me for 1 blood sugar test a day, like if you're a type 2 on orals or something like that. Or you don't have to be limited by, oh, I'm on insulin, but I can only test 4 times a day, because some days, honestly, you have to test a lot more, and it's better for your management. So you can get unlimited, you can get as many as you want, and so oftentimes you end up saving money, especially because the meter and everything is included. So I will leave my link down below for you to look into mySugr, see if you want to purchase it. But the most exciting part, I would say, is that mySugr has actually given me 2 6-month bundles to give away. So the way that you can enter this giveaway is, first of all, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Diabetic Danica, and leave a comment down below saying... Oh goodness, I didn't think this far ahead. I'm going to pick the winner at random, but I do want you to comment something specific. So leave a comment down below with your last blood sugar reading, whether that's from your CGM or your blood glucose monitor. So I'll pick 2 winners at random for the 6-month subscription. So best of luck everyone on the giveaway. So a couple things for the giveaway. Unfortunately, it's only available in the US, and it's not available to people who are already part of the mySugr bundle. Additionally, if you're part of government-funded programs like Medicare or Medicaid, this does not apply to you. I'm so sorry. In addition to the 2 subscriptions I'm giving away, I also have 3 free upgrades to mySugr Pro. So the mySugr app is free, but mySugr Pro is the one where you get a CDE diabetes coach, you get an A1C average, you get the PDF reports that you can download and send to your doctor, and allows you to log all those extra things like carbs, insulin, etc. So if you want to win one of the vouchers, leave in the comments down below the last thing you ate. If you would like to win either or, the mySugr bundle or the voucher, then leave both, just so I know if I pick someone at random what they actually want. So if you want a mySugr bundle 6-month subscription, leave your blood sugar. If you want a voucher, leave the last food item you ate. And if you would have either or, leave both. Okay, cool. All right, so I think that is pretty much everything I wanted to cover. Yeah, I've really enjoyed getting to use the mySugr bundle. It's made checking my blood sugar a lot easier and refilling my test strips so much easier. So I encourage you to go check them out, and don't forget to enter the giveaway because I think it's really exciting. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and enter the giveaways. Thanks guys. Bye. I bet you didn't know that the whole time there's this balloon behind me. Or maybe you did, I don't know.